Hello gorgeous, I'm the Fairy Voice Mother and today I'm going to be reacting to Diana Ankudinova singing Wicked Game. I have heard magnificent things.
Magnificent things indeed.
Someone told me she came down from the same spaceship as Dimash. That kind of sealed the deal as to who I would be reacting to next. I am far too excited to make this intro any longer than it already is.
Here we go.
This looks like The Voice. Perhaps it's the Russian version.
The world was on fire, and no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do.
So in that first line, her vocal cords barely closed at all. So your vocal cords kind of do that in here. She was sending so much breath through that they kind of stayed apart and created this beautiful breathy experience. The rest of that little section, she goes between open chords, closed chords, open chords, closed chords, which is so unique. I don't think I've ever heard anyone open a song like that.
I never dreamed that I need somebody like you.
Her larynx is all over the place, creating this amazing palette of different tones. She's trapped her larynx in this really far back space to achieve that sound. Another singer that does this technique all the time is Shakira. It's the same kind of idea, but this is obviously executed in a far richer, warmer, darker way. This much artistry and confidence and control and conviction of those different larynx placements at 15. Christ.
Class.
That was a beautiful breathy yodel.
No.
So again, she's sent up more breath than her chords need to close to create that beautiful breathy effect. Another thing that helped her achieve this technique here is keeping her mouth open like that. This made sure her pharynx, which is the tube basically where your sound travels up, stayed open. If she'd have done this instead, she would have had a harder time creating that breathy sound because that narrows the pharynx.
What we get game to play to make me feel this way. What we getting to do to let me dream of you.
I've never heard anyone sing like that before. Basically her larynx, which is another word for voice box, is completely down there on the floor. So a more standard way of singing that would have been to keep like a normal speech level kind of larynx. What a wicked thing to do. But what she's learnt to do is throw her larynx all the way down and craft this amazing kind of tone down there. And it's extraordinarily made her notes sound much lower than they are. Like they're in a whole new realm
of lowness.
All she's hitting is this. What a wicked game to play. Same notes with twang and a high larynx sounds like this. What a wicked game to play. A normal speech level larynx will sound like this. What a wicked game to play. But what she's doing is a much more beautiful version of this. What a wicked game to play. Reminds me of Cher a little bit. Oh my god! That's beautiful. Beautiful, breathy, bouncy larynx. Oh, Lord have mercy. No. Her larynx has gone from the South Pole to the North Pole, just like that. I hope she won this contest. sorry I'm such a nerd, but look at her larynx. Now I know I'm a creep, but that is one fine larynx. It is hench. Look at it. Oh my gosh. It's so forward and big and prominent. So you know when people refer to singing as like a natural ability, a huge part of that is the anatomy of your larynx. Unfortunately, one cannot simply change the size of their larynx. So this eighth wonder of the world is between her and God, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. But I'm telling you now, that is a beautiful larynx if ever I've seen one. I'll try and be less weird for the rest of it.
And no one could save me but you.
Oh. Okay, so
Let's do that again.
So she's used this particular melisma to dramatically change the position of her larynx for the higher notes to come. So forward low tilted larynx. And then she squished it and put it back and up slightly. And then from there, she's gone on to do this. This is now a much more kind of familiar sound to a listener. It's a little bit more of a natural larynx placement. I love how she does the falsetto flip thing off the end of a lot of her belts. It's so wild. And another singer that uses this technique in her voice beautifully, again, is Shakira. The main reason why Diana and Shakira sound nothing alike is honestly larynx placement. Where Shakira would sing with twang and with a higher larynx, oh yeah, yeah. Diana would have a low larynx and open throat, which would create this sound. For me, the most amazing, mind-blowing thing about this performance is that the range that she covered in the song was only from like here to here, so like an octave and a half. There's not many singers that can make an octave and a half worth of notes so intensely sensational. The spellbinding nature of her vocal ability can't be defined in the same way that you can talk about someone else's vocal ability. It's not the same kind of buzzwords that you would usually use to describe a fantastic vocal performance. You know, it's not like, listen to that crazy riff that she did, or wow, listen to that higher belty note she did, or whatever. It isn't that. She's a true vocal artist. The way that she uses her larynx to manipulate the tone of her voice. To put it into perspective, if you've ever used like a tone pedal or any kind of software where you can change the tone of something, you know, that's what she's doing internally with her larynx placement. And this is why I really avoid words such as better or worse or good or bad. Like good belt, bad belt, good larynx placement, bad larynx placement, good resonance, bad resonance. If you're a singer or you just like singing or you want to get into it, whatever, listening to her should be an invitation to try new things. You don't have to sing in a certain type of way. The best thing that a singer can do is explore what their voice has to offer. Because look what a human has achieved, not settling for a boring speech level kind of larynx. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you do have any suggestions of singers you would like to see me react to, please let me know in the comments. It would be my pleasure. Take care of yourself, be kind, I love you very much, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye!